Whoa! Oh shoot. Hola Sigmas. You guys are a little. There we go. That looks a little better. So I'm gonna draw. I'm getting really into like gothic stuff because of Jonen's comics, and so that got me thinking. I'm like, well, I'm gonna get goth music for the I forgot the essay, the video essay for Johnny and stuff. And I was like, well, you know, there's a lot of gothic stuff in there. Apparently, people associate Jonen's comics with like gothic stuff, which I can see. I thought, well, I finally got some music from an actual goth person, because I know I could always look up like from what I've heard from like this one person I used to follow, like a baby bat. I think it's like when someone's new to the whole thing, and stuff like that. And I was like, well, that'd be a good start, but I just want to be thrown in, you know? Like, what's the actual just everyday goth person listen to? And so I was like, alright, well, finally got some music. I'm gonna have to sit through it so I can listen to it and see what fits and stuff like that for the video. But then I was also like, I used to date a goth person, and I was friends with another goth, and I was like, well, why don't I just draw them, just for shits and gigs? So I guess quick summary of both of them. One of them, the one I dated, had like a curly red hair, I think. Yeah. And she was cool. She was cool. But that's how stuff goes. So I did draw her a bit, but never like actively. I don't have a reference image of her because I don't have any photos of her anymore. But I was friends with this one goth girl, and she was like kind of like the exact opposite. So instead of having like red curly hair, it was like this kind of like the color of my camera, like this kind of like blueberry-ish color, and it was like spiky-ish hair. It was short, and red hair was, I think, 80s goth, if I remember correctly. And then the other one I didn't know, because our friendship didn't really last that long. That makes it sound like something went wrong again. But no, I was in like a very bad state, so I kind of just like pushed everyone away. In doing so, I lost contact with her. So yeah, kind of sucks. But her friend did draw me, so that was really nice. We used to listen to Mindless Self-Indulgence albums. I remember that because I listened to their music, but I never like fully sat down to listen to like their albums and stuff like that. So I was like, "Do you want to listen to it with me?" And she was like, "Sure." So we would listen, and that was really fun. It was really like a good, like, I think it was like a month and a half. But I've never like actively like, besides like meeting people who are goth and like, you know, the goth girl showing me like some goth music. I only saved one of them, and the rest I was like, this is so good, and then I kind of forgot to save it in my playlist. So there's only one in there in my playlist, but I don't know much about it in general, like history wise. I know scene and like a little bit of emo stuff, but not much about goth, and all that whole almost a genre, area of culture. So, yeah. I'm gonna need more music if the ones I've been given are not good. But I do like goth music from like the little tidbits. And it's weird because like some music, I don't know if it's just me, but some music it's like I remember listening to and I was like, is this goth? Because sometimes I was like, this doesn't really seem goth. But I think goth is just like, it's more like a music thing than like, from what I know. I could be extremely wrong, but from what I know, it's more of a, you're in it because of like music and stuff like that, and like the whole idea behind it, not because like, you know, you wear the makeup and dress and stuff like that. Not to say that has nothing to do with it. It's just from what I've been told, it's more about the musical side, and stuff like that. I'm kind of rambling on, so I should get to drawing. One of them is gonna be really bad because the red hair one, I don't have any photos of her, so it's gonna look like doodleish. And the other one, I do have a reference image because surprisingly, I did find a photo that was like saved like forever ago. It felt like. So I'm gonna use that. When was the last time I did like a little drawing thing and you guys watched me? I think it was like a couple months ago. It was for the vid thing. Yeah, it was when I was playing that game. Which I wish I could just record on the Vita and then like send it through, but that stuff is so complicated. I wish I had someone who was like actively like has done this stuff before and like is doing it still, because that would be really helpful. Besides that, final thoughts. I did finish I Feel Sick and Fiddler Bunny, so like tomorrow I'll talk about that and stuff, so that will be very fun to talk about, because I do have like some of my thoughts to get out, because I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed Filler Bunny. It was like, it's been like, obviously like, you know when you laugh sometimes, but it's not like haha funny, it's like like you get a gust of air. I was reading Filler Bunny and I actually just like, I just laughed because I actually found it really funny. It was really funny to me. And it's been forever since like I actually like just laughed at a comic and stuff, or like a manga, like it's just out loud. Majority of the time I go, you know. But yeah, that was really funny, and I Feel Sick was really interesting, and the Johnny part with her was really interesting, because apparently before, because we got more context to what Nee, which is Johnny, did before like all the murders, it seemed like he was like a full-blown artist and stuff. And besides like he said the only thing he draws now is the Noodle Boy comics, but it seemed like before he actually like pursued art and actively drew stuff. So I thought that was really cool and really interesting. He's not the main focal point, but like I want to talk about the comic. But besides that, I'm gonna get to drawing. So yeah. while I'm drawing, because I just took like one random photo I had, I'm realizing it. She might have been punk. She might have been punk, but she told me she was emo. Not emo. Goth. Oh my god, I'm getting them all mixed up. I feel like I'm gonna get death threats now. No. But she might have been punk, but she never like told me. She told me she was goth. So. I don't know. It's not like I can text her. All right, back to drawing.
Translucent black capes back on the rack. Bela Lugos is dead. The bats have left the bell tower. The victims have been bled. Red velvet lines. The black box. Bela Lugos is dead.
I think I've underestimated this drawing, cause it's like she has a corset on, right? And she has like these shorts, but they're like undone. You don't see anything underneath, but it's like, it's so. I might just leave it as a headshot or just like below the chest, but this is interesting because now like I'm looking at it, I'm looking at it and I'm like, the waist is so much smaller because, well, corset, but like I'm like, wait, I gotta make it like so much thinner, and it just feels off to me. And it's like this, like the material looks like it's leathery, but like it has like this thing in the middle, so it's like, whoa, it's cool. Like I really like this outfit. It's so interesting. And the pose, like I'm just like making her stand because if I were to do this pose, it would just be this drawing. So yeah, but I'll try my best.
Bela Lugos is dead.
Alright. So, I did the best I could. There's so much black. And then, like, the chest part, because, like, the corset, like, pushes it up, right? So it's, like, it kind of shows out, but since there's so much black, it's, like, there's so much shadows, and I didn't feel like messing around with the shadows right now. So, she had these cool shorts, which were like, they seemed like a really dark blue, like an extremely dark blue, but then it kind of goes into like a cool gray. So I try to do that, cause like at the bottom here, it's dark. And then she's like fishing up in like those a lot of like scene people usually wear them. It's like the kind of like fishnet looking thing for like the arm, and then like it goes to your thumb. Stuff like that. But like looking at this, it seems like she was more punk than goth, but I definitely remember seeing like photos where it was like full on goth. But maybe she was doing both. I don't know. But I'm not good at this stuff, and I kind of would just want to like leave the just not give her a chest. Yeah, I'll just like shrink it. There we go. And then she has like this really big coat, but like the coat is also like part of her thing, so like kind of because the original post she's like doing a whole thing, and there's no way I could do that. There's no way I could do that. So you guys are gonna have to deal with it, you know. Alright, let me finish her hair. Like, there we go. Just add these little parts. So that's her. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember her name. Which makes me really sad. Yeah, I don't remember her name. Which kind of sucks. She was really into, I think animal bones and witchcraft. I remember, she was really into that stuff. Especially bones. A lot of bones. I remember that. It's like, it's coming back to me. She was really into bones and stuff. So you have that information. But this is her. And it's like, here, wait. Let me at least shade in like the jackety part. It was like really long. Like it's longer in the picture, but I wanted to just cut it off and, you know, not to just keep making it bigger, bigger and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty much her. There she is. I don't remember her name. But her hair was like that in the photo because I'm assuming because of the pose, because it's like this part's down and like it kind of like, you know, and then the other part's up, so it goes up and then like down, which I thought was really cool because like you can see her big forehead. Okay, it's not big. It actually works out really well. The makeup, okay, I'm not too good. I don't know if the sun's hitting it and it's making it worse, but there's that. And the makeup on the eyes was, I wish I could have done better, because it does like, it goes in here, and then it like design, right, and it like, there's like little specks, and it goes like, you know, and then it comes back into this part up here. That was really cool. And then I drew her earrings, well, yeah, and then she had like a septum piercing, and she had like really like it was black, and then it blended into like a really like a dark cherry. It blended into like the middle part, and then she had like a collar thing with spikes, and then she had like a lot of jewelry. I just wish I could have done better. But the thing is, I also didn't draw her when we were friends. I planned to, but fell out of contact. So that's my bad. But I think for a first time with a reference, I drew her pretty well. I just wish I could do the details around her makeup and everything. I don't like the jewelry, and at least this part, because it's like, but I really like the outfit. I would show the picture, but then it's also like, I don't talk to them, so it's like, you know. But after this, I'm gonna get rid of that photo, because what am I gonna do with it now? At least I kept it for this. Okay, now it's time to do the other person, which they also wore a corset. Well, I'm just gonna go based off of memory. I do remember them wearing like a basic t-shirt and then like no underpants, no underwear, no nada. So I'm just gonna draw that. Because why not? You know, they were really cool people. As I was like listening, because I'm listening to The Cure, listening to this album, and these songs are long, dude, but they're nice. They're really nice. They're nice to like have in the background to draw. Which song was it that I really liked? I think it was Love Song by The Cure. I think it was this one that I really liked, and I really liked Last Dance. That was cool. Close Down was also really cool. I really liked that. There was more songs than like the stuff I was given, so I gotta listen to those before I'm done here. But so far, I'm having a lot of fun. Doing the drawings, and like when I was thinking of like what I was saying earlier, I was like, man, do I come off as like one of those guys like, oh my god, goth mommy, I was never one of those guys, because I really respect people's clothing and their fashion and stuff like that. Like, I don't know I don't think I've met an actual like emo person ever. I've met a lot of scene people, a lot of goths, and they're really nice. They're really nice. I've met a lot of I have a photo that I took with them. It's on this camera, and the photo is awful. I will not show it, but they were like, I don't know what it's called. I've definitely seen it. It's like where it's just like your face is white, right? And then you do like black makeup and stuff like that. I don't know what that's called. I don't know. I know it's like a rock thing. I think that's where it came from. I forgot the name of the band. I know it's like a rock thing. And I remember both of them. They both had color hair. One was green, and the other one, the guy was red. He had red hair. And they were really cool. They were there for Christmas last year to take photos of Santa, and I remember that everyone was staring at them, and I felt really bad because people were like giving them that stank eye. But I went up to them and I was like, "Can I take a photo with you guys?" And the guy took the photo on this camera, and I look awful. And he made a really funny face. I remember that, and yeah, I looked like shit in that photo. I had like my big heavy winter coat too, but like the shirt was like pulled down, so it was weird looking, and my hair was all like because it was at the end of the day, so it was all like, you know. But yeah, they were really cool, and I really like fashion, and I like learning about this stuff. I should definitely take some time to like sit down and like watch a couple videos. I'm like, oh, how did this start? Stuff like that. But finishing the drawing, and I do have a couple other photos I can always look back to, because I have to find them through my like Google Photos, which like saves everything. It's not my main camera roll. I might just keep them there if I want like a reference image or something to draw. But besides that, looking at it now, and from what I remember, I think she was more punk than goth. This was like, I guess, one of the punk stuff she did. I'm just assuming. I don't know. I'm not too good, but this seems more punk to me, in my opinion. But I did see like like there was definitely photos where I was like, okay, that's 100% like gothic, goth stuff. But time to draw the other person. Don't have photos of them, surprisingly. I deleted like everything, even off like the Google Photos thing. So like they're not even backed up and saved. So I'm just gonna draw her in like a basic T-shirt, no pants, no nothing, because she was a free spirit. I'll see if I can draw. I think it was like I think I'm just gonna free roam the design on the shirt, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the first drawing. So now time to do the second one. Wow! Alright, I'm not gonna lie. This keeps turning off, and my battery died as well. But I couldn't finish the drawing. Wow, I look so weird. I couldn't finish the drawing. Are my eyebrows always that bushy? What's going on with my hair? It was like good during like last time I saw it. It looks so weird. Ooh. All right. I couldn't finish the drawing. Mostly because I'm trying to like, I was like remembering, right? I was like, okay, I remember her face. But as I was drawing, I was like, this isn't how I used to do it. Like I can't do it. And then I was like, wait, I remember doing a doodle. I remember the doodle. I remember that. Oh my god, all these. Okay, let me stop. I remember doing the doodle. And it was like a little triangle, and like it was what she used to do. And I was like, I can't even do the doodle. So, and then I started thinking, I'm like, all right, I'm not liking this part. So I think I'm just gonna skip out on that. So you just get one drawing, which is good in my opinion. But so this is the camera, right? So this was like what the punk, emo, goth, whatever, goth punk. This is what her hair color looked like. It was like this. It was like this like kind of blueberry-ish, like darkish blue. It was like that. But I did draw one thing. So, here's the doodle. There you go. That's all you get. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know what else to say. Oh, as I was listening to the music, I'm starting to realize some of these songs are long, dude. Like the one I'm listening to currently is like 9 minutes and like 8 seconds long. It's crazy long. But I feel like the video is already gonna go long enough, and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't want to make it too long. But I'm really happy that I drew my friend. Finally. What is going on with the lighting? Why am I super white now? Okay. All these cuts. Show like little hairs that like I can't get out. And even like when I exfoliate and like let it grow for like ever, like they just don't come out. It's probably because I use those prison razors, like the ones with like 2 little blades, and let me not expose myself for using prison razors. It's all I got. But for the most part, yeah, I'm done. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, I will say, the community posts, whatever thingy, I made it so that subscribers like you guys can post. You guys can put like artwork of me, because I know like 2 of y'all want to draw me for some reason, so y'all can post that there. You do have to be like a week, so you have to be subscribed to my channel for at least a week, so then you can actually like post and stuff like that. So that's there. No bad stuff. Don't do anything stupid, or I'm just gonna like take everything down. Y'all are not gonna post ever again, and stuff. But keep it like topics wise to like stuff I talk to, or if there's stuff you want to share about, maybe something I should talk about. Why did I do that? If there's stuff you guys want me to talk about. But for the most part, yeah, that's it. So yeah, but look how cool this drawing is. Whoa, look at that. You get to see in high definition. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for 400 subscribers. Yeah, I forgot. I almost forgot to say that. I posted about it. But thank you for 400. I hope we get to 500 real soon. But yeah, besides that, thank you for watching. I don't know if you guys want these types of videos, because I think, because like even I don't watch these types of videos where you're just like you don't even get to see me do the process. You just see me you just see me going, whoa, and then like I sit there and I'm like erasing. So you guys don't even get to see me do the process, but that's it. I will put some of the music I was listening to in here. I know that's gonna get me like copyrighted, but I don't care. I don't make money off this, and when I do make money off this, if I do, I'll tone it down. But I hope you enjoyed. I hope you liked seeing the artwork and stuff. So yeah, all right. I love you guys. Okay. Bye.